Beats Planet.
Yo. What's happening, y'all? Ugh. Ah. Hey, man, so the reason y'all clicked here is because y'all see the title of the video. Cool, I get it. Either that or y'all part of the notification squad and you just loyal as shit, so salute to y'all for that. Let me fix this real fast. Boom. That. What up, y'all? Doski Woski, salute. Dallas Cowboys traded with the Oakland Raiders to go get Amari Cooper. We got Amari Cooper. There are some pros and cons to everything. We're going to be here for a minute. As I turn my phone down, I'm going to try to get some other Cowboys YouTubers on the jack so we can hear their reactions, or you can go to that channel and watch them. But we got to break down the pros and cons because part of the reason why I'm here is for objectivity. We have to see the large picture, okay? So we do have Amari Cooper. However, we gave up a first-round pick to go get him. Man, I don't want to be emotional Cowboys guy. You know, for a couple of reasons. You could say it could work out. You could say, hey, we're going to go draft a receiver in the first round anyway, maybe. So, you know, it's a lot of angles you could take here. But this is the first Jerry Jones move we've made in a while. You know what I mean? I'm normally praising this front office. You know what I mean? There's a lot of Cowboy fans that rip the front office to shreds. They hate them. They can't stand them. They don't deal with them. Well, I think we draft pretty well. I think we're pretty disciplined with not spending our money on outside players, overspending for old guys. I mean, we were pretty disciplined with the Earl Thomas situation. So I normally give my front office a gang of kudos there. Because we could have taken a lot of chances that would cost us money in the long run. We normally keep our draft picks and we build our team through the draft. That's normally what we do. This is the first Jerry Jones move I've seen since about what? Greg Hardy, maybe? You know what I mean? Like, that's an example of a Jerry Jones move. Remember when we almost dropped a lot of bread on Namdi Asamoah? That would have been, you know, remember everybody wanted like Darrell Reeves a while ago? You know, like that's a very, you know. So I would say, somebody say Deion Sanders. I mean that worked, but I mean don't forget about the Antonio Bryant, Roy Williams trades. Like all of those are Jerry Jones-esque trades. But over the past 5, 6 or so years, maybe, I think we've been pretty disciplined with our draft picks. I think we've been pretty disciplined with the money that we spend. We've been very disciplined with how we move and giving up assets and acquiring players. This does seem Galloway. What I said? Antonio Brown, Joey Galloway. My bad, y'all. It was a decade ago. My bad, fam. My bad, y'all. Cowboys fans. My bad. It's whatever. It's been a while since we saw one of these moves that I would consider rushed or hasteful. A first-round pick is very valuable in today's NFL because this is a very salary cap-driven league. You can't build a team being reckless with your salary cap. So you have to have a lot of young guys to play. You got to have young guys that you pay for cheap for 4 or 5 years, maybe 3, to step up and play so you're not spending money on big-name guys. Well, you spent a first on Amari Cooper, and he got to get paid next year. You know what I mean? Cooper is probably going to want like $14 or so million next year. You know, we're going to have to come off the books for that. And the reason why I say we gotta come off the books to get that, because you don't just trade a first for a 1 year player. If we spent a six to go get Amari Cooper and we cut him because we don't want to trade him and we draft the guy next year, that makes a lot of sense. It makes plenty sense. But if you're spending a first on Amari Cooper, then that's all indication that you plan on him being around for a while. Which is strange, but in very Vach Lombardi fashion, I'm gonna try to keep cool. And I'm gonna watch a little film. I'm just gonna watch a little film. Outside looking in on Amari Cooper, what I see from him, and to be fair, maybe it just doesn't work in Oakland. Maybe it didn't work with Derek Carr. Maybe that's the case. But I saw some drops from Amari Cooper. I saw some I was hearing rumblings. Brian brought us with Cowboys, DallasCowboys.com. He was saying that he was hearing from his league people that Amari Cooper just don't love football. And I'm like, okay, there's a lot of off the field issue guys. There's don't love football guy. There's gun under the seat guy. There's kidnapped a family member guy. You know, then there's don't really love football guy. There's there's weed on me guy. Like there's a lot of off the field issues that can happen. But dealing with the I don't love football guy is rough. That's a rough one to deal with, But like I said, that's he say, she say. We don't really know. He could come in here and light things on fire. With that being said, because we got a lot of people in the chat box watching this thing live, and I like to have an outlet for the people. That's just the type of cat that I am. So I'm about to open up these phone lines and give y'all an opportunity to step in and say what y'all got to say, because I know y'all have some things y'all want to say as well. Pros. I mean, hey, man, you want a wide receiver one. I'm assuming that you can approach Amari Cooper as a wide receiver one. Cool, thumbs up. If I can make a bright side out of it, I guess something that I really like about the situation is that we have nothing but nuanced route runners now. I mean, if your first three receivers are Amari Cooper, Michael Gallup, and Cole Beasley, all those guys are nuanced route runners. So there's a little bit of a bright side in there. But fam, I wanted my first round pick. I wanted my first round pick, man. If I could talk y'all off a ledge again, I mean, you're looking at the 2019 draft. That's not really the draft that you really want to have a first round. Like, you really want draft picks in the 2020 class, because I want Tua Tagovailoa. You know what I mean? But the 2019 first round pick, I mean, it'll be nice to get one of those edge rushers maybe, or one of those corners maybe, another offensive lineman maybe. It would have been good to go and make that move. You know what I mean? But we dogging John Gruden, man. And hey, man, Gruden got three first round picks next year. So we'll see. Let's jump into the phones, man. Yeah, because I like to hear what y'all got to say too, man. This is gonna be a long show. Nick from Mississippi, what's cracking like?
What's up, man?
What's up, bro? What you got for the show?
Oh, I'm okay. I thought I was echoing, but I'm not here to dog either side. I just love breaking news like this. I heard that this trade deadline is supposed to be the most active ever, and I hope the Titans make a couple moves. But that's for another day. We talking about the Cowboys and the Raiders today, and I just want to add a little perspective on this trade. I've been reading a little. I thought it was interesting, but let me tell you. And I got a couple facts for you. The Cowboys are sending a first-round pick to the Raiders, a first-round pick, instead of bringing back Dez. Just think about that. You could have brought back a wide receiver that had. Let me go back and read the stats for you.
To be fair, let me just pause you on that. Dez about to be 30, and Amari's like 24 or something like that. Just to be fair here, I love Dez, but Cooper is younger, and Cooper is a more nuanced route runner than Dez. Dez got the paperwork. Dez got the clout, the name. Dez got the proof in the pudding. Dez has the track record. But Amari Cooper is the younger guy. So, but I feel you on that. Go ahead.
But Amari doesn't have the stats like him.
Sure,
Last
sure,
year,
sure.
Dez was on track for his worst season at 69 catches, 838 yards, and 6 touchdowns, while Amari only had 48 catches, 680 yards, and 7 touchdowns, and Dez got cut. And now you're trading a first-round pick for that wide receiver in Amari Cooper. Now, let's look at some more of these, say Jay. Let's look at all the wide receivers that have been traded for first-round picks.
Who you supposed to be? Encyclopedia Jones? I ain't bring you on for this. I'm hanging up on Nick from Mississippi. The hell wrong with him? Get off my phone. Hell wrong with Nick from Mississippi? What are you talking about? We know who the hell the Dallas Cowboys traded first round picks for, and it didn't work out. Roy Williams and Galloway. Did we just have this conversation? Did we just have this conversation? Get off the phone, Nick. Let's bring another call in. What's wrong with him? 703, who this?
Hey, what up, boss, man? It's your boy DMV. It's John G. What's going on, man?
What up, John? What you got for the show, man? Why you not going live on your channel, man? Why you over here gallivanting with me, man? What's going on, bro? What's good, man?
Well, man, I'm getting ready to head to practice, man. So I was just tuning into you, man. And,
Gotcha.
I feel like you, man. I had to be I'm kind of having to be talked off the ledge. You know, sometimes talking is therapy, and I can see that that's what you're doing right now. And first round pick, dog. I wanted that first round pick, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
I wanted that first round pick.
I was just looking at draft picks too, dog. I was like, man, we got some edge rushers in this class, boy. We got some guys we can go get. We can go get another offensive lineman. We can get some help on the D line. I was just getting excited about the guys that we could potentially get. But it looks like we're gonna trade that pick for a wide receiver. To be fair, we're probably gonna draft a receiver anyway, but damn, he wasn't gonna cost $13, $14, $15 million, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. And the thing that I was thinking about is they knew they were going to draft that anyway, and maybe they just did not feel comfortable waiting because you know how it is when you get a rookie receiver, as you're seeing right now, you got the growing pains you're going through. So if they were going to draft the guy anyway, that's probably the logic that they're thinking. But first-round pick, pretty steep, man, pretty bold move.
Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. It is what it is. That's all you got for the show, brother?
Yeah, that's all I got, man. I'm going to take my butt to practice, man. I'll holler at you.
All right, bro. Keep listening, man. I'll be looking on your channel. Hey, man, plug your stuff, man. Go ahead, let them know where to find you, bro.
All right, man. You guys can find me at DMV Dallas Cowboys, man. I'm on YouTube as well. All right, man.
Yeah. Man. I was just looking at draft content, boy. I was like, man, I want to see what these offensive linemen got this year. 304, what's happening? Who this? 304, what's happening? Who this? All right. 704, what's happening? Who this?
What's going on, boss? It's Pat, 1984, man. You know, I've been on there with you and Mark a few times. And,
What up, Pat? What up, Big Pat? What you got for the show, homeboy?
Man.
What up, Doc?
Man, you know, man, just man, something is telling me this was a good move. I really didn't want to give up that one.
Yeah.
But I see us kind of getting. I think everybody's looking at our D line. I think we could probably get rid of somebody off the D line, like Gregory or somebody, to try and get us a pick back if need be. But I said in previous chat rooms and everything, you know, I follow all my Cowboy supporters, man. You, Law, Mark, everybody. You know, I'm down with the home team, but I think we was going O line in the first round anyway.
Yeah.
Honestly, because I don't really see a lot of stud wide receivers in this draft coming out anyway, bro. I mean, I'm a big college guy, but I mean, unless you see somebody out there, I don't really see nobody that's like, oh wow, we gotta have him.
Right. As far as studs, nah, not really. But you remember how it was last year, where like there was a whole bunch of complimentary guys, like a whole bunch of number 2 guys. It's kind of like that this year. It's a bunch of complimentary wide receivers, and that may be their logic behind this whole thing, man. To go get Amari Cooper, somebody that's played in the league, they know how, you know, like they know how to operate. Like they've played receiver for 3-4 years, you know. Maybe it just takes one little thing to upgrade them and they'll upgrade the offense. To be fair, if I could be positive for a minute, because I've been negative for a while, but I'm trying to look at it from all angles here, maybe that's what you need to get people out the box when we're, you know, dealing with Zeke, because we're a run first team and we're not really successful unless Zeke gets going. So if you look at Amari Cooper, he may be the guy that brings the attention, that pulls guys out of the box so, you know, Zeke can navigate a little better. That may be the thing. Who knows?
True. Because the first 2 years he was in the league, man, he was beasting, man. So I mean, hopefully he just needs to change the scenery, man. And hopefully Dak can get him the ball. But I personally think, man, we should start making some moves to shore up the O-line a little bit, man, because the D is where it's at. I mean, yeah, I'd like to have a better, somebody probably a little bit better at the safety position, but our D-line and linebackers and stuff like that, man, we there. But I think we got some stuff we can make move and make happen if need be. I mean, I don't think Gary's done here. I also think this is kind of Jason Garrett's way of trying to throw everything into the pot before he knows his ass about to be out of there.
That's fair.
Excuse me for that.
No, that's fair. Yeah, that's fair.
Because, I mean, that clock management yesterday, you could blame the kicker and all that, but why we didn't even damn try to go in the end zone at least once?
My whole
you
logic.
Playing for the tie. Try to get the win, man. Like, stop trying to be so conservative.
This my logic, and I'm gonna let you go, Pat. My logic on that was, well, if I'm the Redskins defensive coordinator calling the plays, right, and I know that Dallas is going for one more shot downfield. First of all, who you gonna try to throw the ball to? Second of all, I'm gonna put a safety over there. I'm gonna bracket you, and I'm gonna put a guy deep. And it's not like it was one shot to the end zone from the 20. We was like at the 40, right. and we only had 8 seconds left. Right. So that may have took time to develop. Dak may have gotten sacked. We only had one time out. It was a lot of ifs there. I don't mind killing clock, kicking field goal there, but that's just me.
Hey, well, one thing before you let me go, though, man. I appreciate you, man. I love you and Law being on there together, man. I think y'all great 1-2 tandem, bro. Y'all some trouble, but one time for the Doski Woski and the Peasky Whiskey, baby.
Doski Woski. Appreciate it, Pat.
All right, bro. I'll let you, big dog.
Salute. Hey, it's a lot of people in this chat box right now watching me live on Vash Lombardi. In case you don't know who I am, you can hit the subscribe button. I break down film here. You can look for an Amari Cooper film session. It's going to be coming. I have it out later today, man. I'm a gangster. That's how we do around here. I will have an Amari Cooper film session later on today. Tonight. It'll be dark outside when I drop it. I'll drop an Amari Cooper film session tonight so we can get a better idea of him. I'll probably do 2 videos, the pros of them, then the cons of them, just to kind of get a good idea of the player. But if y'all will, man, hit the like button real fast, man. That's all I ask. You know what I'm saying? Like there are some monetary ways to help me that are on the screen. You can hit the Patreon, PayPal buttons. Appreciate y'all on that. But hey man, if y'all ain't got it, then just hit the like button, and I very much appreciate that too. Jalen, hang tight, because I know you long-winded. 304, who this?
Oh yes, this is Josh.
What up, Josh? What you got for the show? Go ahead.
I got a couple questions. I don't know what you're thinking about, like on this draft type deal, and what everyone's thinking about not getting Dez back. But the way I see it, like you were saying, was I see Dez is getting older, and we needed a number 1 wide receiver. So they just took their shot. That's all they could really do. I see where Jerry's coming from, picking up Amari Cooper, and the way like Dez is not coming back. I see him working on his stuff all the time on the Instagram and all that bunch of stuff. But the way I see it, they took their shot, needed the wide receiver, and they got one. Yeah, he may have dropped a couple balls here and there, but, I mean, it happens to everybody. You don't see everybody catch every single ball that's thrown to them. We got cornerbacks in the league that can do stuff that's unbelievably, like, not even fathomable. But, I mean, the way I see it, we picked up a wide receiver, we took our shot, and we went for it.
Fair enough. Fair enough. I really do appreciate that perspective on it. To be fair, if you look at the core and you see Gallup, Bees, and Hearns, it looks bad. It looks funny. But if your core is Gallup, Cooper, Beasley, it looks different. It looks a tad bit better. And like I was saying with the last call, is Cooper might be the guy that could make the defense shift focus a little bit. Like, we've seen Cooper make plays. We know Cooper is a nuanced route runner. We know what he can do. We know he finds open areas in the zone or whatever. We know he's good with that. Small little nuances, like if my quarterback is scrambling, I need to come my ass back to the football. Those are some things that Gallup may not do now, but Cooper does already because he's been playing the game for 4 or 5 years. And to be fair, if I could be fair, when David Carr was good, Amari Cooper was good. When David Carr was trash, Amari Cooper is trash. You know what I mean? So a first-round pick is a hefty price, but this may be the move we need. Plus, we're on bye week now, so it'll give us an extra week to fully get him acclimated.
Exactly. Give him some time to get some balls from Dak and see what he can do.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Thanks for the call, Josh.
All right, no problem. You have a great day.
Yeah. Shooby-doo-doo. Jalen, hang tight because you long-winded. 804, who this?
Hey, this is Jay. How's it going?
What up, Jay? What you got for the show?
Yeah, obviously talking about the Cooper trade. I'm not a fan at all. I don't think the team is a wide receiver away from getting the chip. So
Okay.
I think a first round pick is a lot.
Okay.
Only silver lining for me, I guess, I feel like this means that Garrett is pretty much is make or break for him. Like, I think it's not so he doesn't have any excuses. So I think, like, if this season doesn't go bad, they'll probably blow it up and try to try to keep the pieces of the O-line, Zeke, and try to build around that. Now, I guess Cooper.
Yeah, Jay, that makes sense. I appreciate you for calling, fam. What he was saying, man, and one of the other callers said it too, man. They were saying that this may be Jason Garrett's last-ditch effort to figure this thing out because they may be trying to get Jason out the paint. To be fair, I don't think Jason is close to being about the paint. If anything, Linehan may be close to being about the paint, but typically how the Cowboys work is more so of a triangle type of deal. It's the it's basically the coaches, the scouts, and the royal family. You know what I mean? And they all kind of make that decision together. So you take the scouts and you take Garrett, you take Jerry and Steven, and they kind of make a decision from there. Now, everybody was probably on the boat of, hey, let's try to get Amari Cooper. Let's try to get an established receiver playmaker up in here. It's 100% Jerry Jones' decision to drop a first-round pick on that guy. And listen, I'm not typical Cowboys fan that blame everything on Jerry Jones. That's something different. Because my opinion, I don't think Jerry Jones has made a singular decision for this organization in years. You can clearly see Steven's influence. You can see him taking over. You can see him being more responsible with the money, more responsible with the draft picks and assets. This is clearly Steven's team now. Will McClay is a big, he has a big stick in that room, man. But trading a first round pick for a young wide receiver that's due money doesn't really seem like a Steven Jones move. At the end of the day, Pops can just stand on the table and say, hey, it's my team. Send a damn pick. And to be fair, John Gruden got 3. All we can hope for is that Cooper has the same effect that Khalil Mack has in Chicago. I hope so. Jalen, what's good, man? Now it's your turn, Jalen. What's up, brother?
Man, I got a couple points there.
Time out, Jalen. Time out, because we got 20 in the super chat from Cornelius Edwards. He's one of the GOATs. He's one of the originals up here. A dub to help my man start his new YouTube career, Doski Woski. Peasky Whiskey, sir. We also got a 20 from the GOAT, Steven Benzik. At work, can't talk, but here you go for the film. So Steven Benzik and Cornelius Edwards are sponsoring the Cooper film session. So that'll be coming up later on tonight. Go ahead, Jalen. My bad.
Man, I just want to say, before I start this, I'm actually a much bigger fan of Amari Cooper than most people. But, again, saying that, though, he's not like Odell Beckham Jr. or Julio Jones. And, when people talk about catching the ball, if you look over his career, he had one season he's caught the ball 68% of the time. Before that, it was 50. Before that, 63. And before that, 55. So he has problems sometimes catching the ball.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, man. Obviously, he's not worth the first-round pick, but it kind of seemed kind of crazy trading that kind of way of asset. But here's a big thing I was interested in about this whole deal is what happens with DeMarcus Lawrence.
In my opinion, he should get paid because sometimes Cowboys fans get a tad bit ungrateful. Like if you're on any Cowboys social media, Twitter, or anything like that, you'll actually see Cowboys fans trying to get rid of DeMarcus Lawrence. It's funny because I remember once upon a time, Cowboys fans, all we ever wanted was a pass rusher and a corner. We finally get those guys. Now all of a sudden we trying to get rid of Tank and Byron, which is crazy to me, but yeah.
It's crazy because DeMarcus Lawrence, can he not just go to that front office this March and say, hey, give me $160 million, I'm out of here? Like,
sure, he can.
It's not because they have to sign Amari Cooper, right? If you trade away at first, you can't just let him go.
Sure.
Or you're gonna look insane. I mean, I don't know what you got to do with somebody like that.
Sure.
I don't know, man. It's kind of crazy, and I actually like this wide receiver class. I guess other people don't, but I do. I like Harry from Arizona State.
Mm-hmm.
I like Debo Samuel. I really like DK Metcalf, but you don't know if he's gonna come out. I like AJ Brown. Like, I really did. I thought this was one of the best receiver classes in a while. So, and then if everybody's saying, well, there's a couple good guys, like don't draft one high. Doesn't that mean there's gonna be a guy there in the second round? I don't think those guys don't have potential like Amari Cooper does.
Mm-hmm.
Say it like that. Besides AJ Brown, I don't think none of those guys could ever be what he could. And like, I don't know, man. Josh Gordon was traded for like a 5th round pick and stuff, and he's got a $14 million cap hit next year. That's
Now, wait a minute, because this is how international the damn show is. We got Danish money coming through the super chat. We got crones being dropped through the super chat. Salute. Who this is? Drop this up here. Who is this? Who is this? Jonas dropping 100 crones in the super chat. Salute to you, sir. Peasky Whiskey. Go ahead, Jay.
all right. I just had one more point to make, and this is something that's been killing me for the last week.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I know somebody who's in high school, and he's about 200 pounds, and he runs like, I think it was a 4.640.
Mm-hmm.
Now, when I tell you that, he's not even 200. He's like 185. He's being way too generous to himself.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you tell him, I try to tell this man, he thinks he could, I told him, not one person we know could average 1 yard in the NFL for a rush. One, they wouldn't last a quarter. Two, they could not average one. And he said he could. And I said, you know what? Go run into traffic right now and get a yard. If you really think you could average a yard in the NFL, please run straight into a car and try to get a yard on it. I mean, am I in the wrong year?
Nah, Jayla, you're not wrong, man. Tell your friend to quit tripping. They're called pros for a reason, fam. Appreciate you, bro.
All right, salute.
He said his friend can go out there and average a yard per carry. No, he can't. Some pros can't average a yard per carry. 540. Who this? 540. Turn your laptop down. Who this?
Yeah, this is
I just muted you. Okay, it's time to come back, though. I heard you on the back end. Wait a minute. Okay, go ahead. 540. Who this?
yeah, this your boy Daryl calling from Roanoke, Virginia.
What's up, bro? What you got for the show?
Yeah, I'm a diehard Dallas Cowboys fan. I just want to give my insight on a couple of things. You know, just want to get your insight on some things.
Okay.
And my insight is, as far as now, what is your intake on this move we just made with Amari Cooper and the average per catch that Dez was, even not Dez, but with Dak and Butler had that go-to punch every year last year. And then you have when Dez was getting on the same hook with Dak. What is your insight on how can this rapid can build with Amari Cooper and Dak now, since now we traded for a first-round pick for him?
I'm not a super huge fan of Bryce Butler as a main guy. Like, he is a good complimentary dude, but he has a bad case of the drops as well. But as far as Cooper goes, that's basically where we on now. But hey man, they think that he could have been the final piece offensively. You know what I mean? How football works is that the more functional pieces you have, the easier it is. You know what I mean? That just makes a little sense. Like, if your corners are good, but if your pass rush is amazing, your corners are great now. You see what I mean? So we basically have an offensive line and a running back that's basically been doing it by themselves for 6 weeks or whatever. And I think they've been doing an admirable job alone, but we haven't really had a lot of help from receivers. So what Amari Cooper can do is that he can come in. We know he's established. We've seen him have big games before. We know, he's a 4th-year veteran, maybe 5 or something like that. I don't know. Somebody tell me in the chat box. But we know he can play. We know he can be productive. So we're thinking about adding that piece to the offense, making the defense account for it, because the defense is not going to super account for Gallup or super account for Thompson or super account for Swain. They kind of gotta account for Amari Cooper, and maybe that's gonna shift things just enough to get Zeke going, and that'll be a domino effect to get the offense going.
And I absolutely agree with that assessment. And because the fact that his speed is just undeniable, and if he can get open, which he can't get open, that'll definitely give Dak,
But
enough
Daryl,
time to get
it's
him the
a
ball and
first
get it
round.
going.
It's a first round pick, though, Daryl.
I know, and when I seen the actual news, and I was like a first round pick, I was a little bit concerned. I was like, all right with the trade for the player, but the compensation, it just threw me off for a loop. I wouldn't have no problem giving up a second, so we can go into this draft next year and get like a stud, either, as far as like a, probably a receiver, or if not, maybe go get a safety. But I hope that it works because we got this bye week coming up. And I was actually thinking, I was planning in my head, why not let's just go on out and let's just see what this team can do with a lot of offensive weapons similar to the Rams of what Jared Goff got. Now, what if they just went ahead and say, let's decide this. Let's get Amari Cooper acclimated with Dak on the same page, open up lanes for Zeke. Maybe let's decide, hey, let's go ahead and try to slide Dez over here now. And let's really see if we can make this team on offense a superstar offense. But, Stephen Jones and, like Dez was saying, the Garrett guys, but we just don't know if that could work, but don't know if they'll make that move. But the defense, we've never had this defense when we had Romo and Murray.
Right.
I feel like Jason Garrett just, had all these great teams when we had those number one seeds. We just didn't get the job done enough. So how much compensation on offense do we need with this good defense to at least just win now and then let's just win for the future and get deep in the playoffs?
If you're looking at the last few games or whatever, we don't need the offense to be amazing because the defense is playing so great. Like, if we score 24 points, we should be fine. You know what I mean? If we score 20, let me actually look this up, Dallas. Let me see how many games we would have won this year if we just scored 24 points. Let me look that up and see. But you're right. You're right. We've never had two things that match. Peanut butter, no jelly. Ham, no burger.
And I feel like you said, if we basically 24 points, we've only gave that up to Seattle. Looks like we'll be 6-1 right now.
So
if you really honestly look at it,
okay, we'll be undefeated if we could score 24.
Yeah.
Okay, so Pete, this out, right? So watch this. This is how I look at it. If we score 24 points, we'll be undefeated. Versus the Panthers, we scored 17, 20 versus the Giants, 13 versus the Seahawks. Well, that'll be a tie versus Seahawks, but 26. Okay, so let me ask you, how many points is Amari Cooper worth to this offense? How many extra points is he worth to this offense?
I would say, as far as extra points, I'd say at least 21 extra points, because once this guy gets rolling, I feel like he can put an extra 21 points on that board.
Odell
can start seeing the whole field, because I remember I've seen a segment that he only sees half of the field, like the last night game when he had that fumble. Zeke was open in the flat for the first, and Gallup's route was developing for almost a deep touchdown again. But Dak turns around and tries to do a rollout and gets sacked for the fumble. But if that offensive line can protect more, I feel like Cooper can give us at least 14, 21 extra points.
Odell Beckham ain't worth 21 points, fam. But hey, man, thanks for the call. I appreciate you, bro.
Hey, no problem. Appreciate you taking my call.
Yeah. Man. So we got Steven Benzick dropped another dub in the Super Chat question. Do you think Gruden is tanking for the first-round pick in the draft? It's going to be crazy, man, because Gruden going to have his own first-round pick. Then he going to have Bears and Cowboys first-round picks. It's crazy. Toot Robinson dropped a 10 in the Super Chat. Thank you, sir. Silver Time dropped a deuce in the Super Chat. Thank you, sir. We have Sanjay to coach Amari up a little bit. Has Sanjay really coached, Deontay Thompson and Tavon Austin and those and Allen? Are we, has the community overrated Sanjay Law? Because Vosh like to sit back and chill and wait till something happens. I don't want to just anoint Chris Richard. I don't want to anoint Sanjay Law. But what has Sanjay Law done so far? I don't know. He might be dope, but I like to wait and see. Dallas 2019 first round pick to 0 equal Tua Tagovailoa. No. Tua's coming out in 2020, so back to the phones. Line blowing up. We got plenty of calls today, man. Salute to y'all. 702. Who this?
It's T-Mac, man, calling from Las Vegas, man.
What up, T-Mac from Vegas? Go ahead.
I got a question for you, boss.
Mm-hmm.
What receiver is playing now in college we can draft in the first round is going to come in and produce. Because Michael Gallup we drafted in the second round, I think highly, very highly of, but he is, in my opinion, receivers are at least 2 years out, 3 years out. So we know we desperately need a receiver. So there is no receiver out there we could have drafted in the first round that's going to come in and do what Amari Cooper can do right now.
Sure.
And I agree. I think a first round pick is too high.
Mm-hmm.
But by the same token, you ain't going to go get the 15th or 16th pick. You're not going to get a receiver that's going to come in and can do what Amari can do right now.
Fair. That's totally fair. Yeah. But what if we was going to spend the first on something else though, and get a receiver in the second though? It's a first round pick though, fam. You know what I'm saying?
But listen, Bob. What's our biggest need? You're not going to take a first round pick with something that's not your biggest need.
I'm trying to get Lael Collins up out the paint. I'm trying to get Lael Collins. I'm trying to get Lael Collins up out the paint because he ain't had a great game besides Seattle. Really? Honestly.
I agree with you there. I think Lael could need some work, but the talent is there.
Yeah, sure.
Talent-wise, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I think Lael Collins is very talented.
But I 100%. So listen. So like what you saying though, I do totally agree with you though. Don't get me wrong. If we happen to would have drafted a receiver in the first round, none of them would be better than Cooper. I get it, but it's a lot that goes into it though, fam. Like we would have to pay Cooper next year, roughly 16
I understand that.
million. Right.
I understand that. But look, like I said, I still think Michael Gallup's gonna be a beast.
Sure.
But he's not a beast yet. It's gonna take him another. I won't expect big things out of Michael Gallup till at least the middle of next year.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. Keep going.
So I mean, I understand all. I was upset when I heard it, but the first round pick, I think that's a little too steep. I just think Amari Cooper is better than anything we can bring in from the NC2A level at this time.
The only way I can kind of make everybody feel kind of good about this is think of it, you know what I mean? Like think of it like the old days, back when drafting somebody in the first round and on day one they get a damn $40 million contract as a rookie. You know what I mean? Think of it in that way. Just think for 1 year we just not under regular CBA rules, you know what I mean? And that we get our first round receiver. He happens to be 24 years old. Calvin Ridley was 24 years old. So just think for this year that he's our first round receiver. We just drafted him a year early. Just think of it in that way.
That's the way I'm gonna look at it, man. I'm gonna have to ride with it that way.
Yeah, I appreciate you, fam. Thanks for calling, bro.
All right, have a good one.
Yeah. Salute, T-Mac. T-Mac with the great call. I love when they call in and scream at me. I love when they call in and raise their voice. But Vach. Oh man, this my man's right here. Let me make sure I get his name right because I don't want no foolishness. I try to be righteous with everybody. Adopt you. Wait. Adopt Ja Anu.
Hey, there you go. It's close enough, bro.
Adopt Ja Anu. What's up, fam? What you got for the show, bro?
No, man, I just wanted to say something, man, about that thing. I got a notification on, and I said, oh, man, ain't that something?
Yeah.
It's okay about that first-round pick because it's always going to average between 16 to 21. Who are going to find at 16 and 21 that's going to help us that we really need besides a safety?
That's fair.
Now,
that's fair.
I'm looking at JGZ, Jason Garrett. You know, he's a Saban man. He loves Saban. He always wanted one of those Alabama receivers. Now we got one. So now I'm going to say it's all going to fall on Dak's shoulders. And I think the way the offensive line is playing is because of the way Dak is playing. You know what I mean? I think there's a rift between the offensive line and Dak a little bit because Dak doesn't seem to be the motivator or the guy that's really going to guide this team. And I think sometimes those offensive linemen kind of feel that. Like, come on, man, hurry up, get rid of the ball. Somebody's got to be open. If they see him, he should see him. You know what I'm saying? So that's all I got to say, bro, man. But good, we got at least a wide receiver, man, or something.
I feel you on that, and that is the bright side of it. At least we got a wide receiver. But fam, Lael out here getting whooped, though, dog. Hey, man, say your name for me so I can get it right next time.
Adapa Ja Anu.
Adapa. Let me put that in there. Let me put the Adapa Ja Anu.
You know that's the first civilized man. Then the Heavenly One, and then the Righteous King and Anunnaki. All three in one, baby.
Dropping knowledge, fam. Thanks for the call, bro.
All right, peace.
Yeah. So, we've been getting a lot of mixed opinions so far, man. If you want to call into the show, it's 515-739-1285. Access code 309-104. If you would like to tune into the show, say your piece, say what's happening. Let me see if I can call Law Nation. Let me see what's going on with Law Nation. Let me see if he off work yet. If y'all want to call in, call in. We got a call right there. We got 2 phone calls. Okay, cool. Let me hop on my subscription and see who live right now. My Cowboys family is live. Cowboy Crunk dropped a video by Jason Garrett. Totally missing the news out here. Yeah, let me call our nation, man. Let me call and see what Law talking about. Give me a second, y'all. Let me see what my YouTube bro, Law Nation, got going. And after that, we going to get back into y'all phone calls, man. Let me see. Let me put Law on speaker so y'all can hear him. We going to call. Law, you at work, man?
Yeah, what's good, though, man?
Man, the Cowboys, they done traded a first-round pick for Amari Cooper. You live on the live stream, dog.
Oh, wow, man. What's good, man? Let me step outside real quick.
Please, man.
Man, that's crazy, huh?
We done traded a first-round pick for Amari Cooper, man. They done already sent the helicopter to Oakland to go pick him up, fam.
You tripping with me, man. I was looking at it. I thought it was just like one of those things where people just fooling me, staying with me. But
No. Bleacher Report, the beat writers talking about it, man. This is live like 95. Vash got 443 viewers. I'm gonna make this show long as hell, dog. Like, quick thoughts before I let you get back to work. Go ahead.
No, I'm in my office now. But are we? What's going on?
I'm live on YouTube right now. I just wanted your opinion for the people. They listening to you right now.
Okay, listen to me. Well, I can't use that excuse no more. Dak Prescott got undrafted players out there. So now what we got to do now is that what that's going to do is they're going to take that 8 and 9 man front out. They still got to respect Amari Cooper, just like they had to respect Dez Bryant. So not saying that Amari Cooper is Dez Bryant, but what you can do now is so many things. You can have Gallup on the outside doing his thing, and then on top of that, you can have Amari Cooper playing the Z or the Y, and then you can have number 11 inside. I mean, there's a lot of things you can do with that menu opposed to what you do with Deontay Thompson. Now we don't have to worry about Deontay Thompson, right?
Kick him off a bridge, right? For Amari Cooper.
God, man. Deontay Thompson, all you got to do now with him is let him just do the kick returns. You don't have to worry about number 15.
Yeah, fair enough.
Worry about
Fair enough. I'm not gonna hold y'all day, man. What you gonna do later on the channel, man? Let them know what to look for later on Law Nation on YouTube, bro.
Oh man, you already know. Thank you for tuning in to the Law Nation Film Station as we take a deeper look at it.
Yeah, Amari Cooper. We all gonna break that boy down. Yes, sir. That's all I wanted, bro.
No doubt, man. I'm gonna have to jump onto the stream, man. You on YouTube, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, indeed. But yeah, fam. Salute, man. Hey, Cowboys Nation, let's be positive. I understand that a lot of people may say, "Oh, this is a Joey Galloway deal. This is the quote unquote Roy Williams type of situation." No, this is different. 2 different eras, 2 different types of teams. I think that you got a weapon around Dak Prescott, and it's going to force teams to get out of their 8 and 9 man front. It would at least soften the block.
Yeah.
Salute, bro.
That's what I said. Law say be positive. I'm about to be negative as hell, man. That's a first round pick, man. What the hell wrong with Law? Hell he talking about? Let's get back to the phones, man. Hey, ain't no other show that's gonna open up the phones like this and let everybody talk, man. Like, ain't no other show gonna rock it like that, man. Ain't no other show gonna freak it like that, man. 304, what's happening?
What's up, bro?
What you got for the show, brother?
Not much. Just saying the Redskins fucking suck.
Yeah, fair enough. Totally agree. What else? All right, he called in and got out of there. All right, he walked in, said his piece, and he left. Didn't interrupt the show too much. He just wanted to let us know how he felt. Redskins was trash. He got up out the paint. I ain't mad at him. I ain't mad at him at all. 757-410. My cell phone just overloads. What's up? Who this?
Yo, what up, Bachi? This is the homie Young Trey F. Kennedy, man. What's good?
What up, Trey? What you got for the show?
Hey, man, I just want to say, man, respect. I'm subscribed to all the Cowboys, Dallas. I call them the Dallas Wild Boys collective, man. Of course, the law, OG. Shout out to OG Mark Holmes, man, because his trolls be getting off on me, man. But I got two questions for you, man.
Yeah.
I just want your perspective. First question. How is this gonna, with us getting Coop, and I believe he's still on his rookie deal. How's this going to impact the cap, man? Because I'm not, I was a fan of Dak Prescott his rookie year. I think we all were. Outside that 11-game win streak, man, he's been looking real unfamiliar, in the wise words of Riley Freeman from the Boondocks, man. He's looking real unfamiliar out here in these streets, man. So I just want to know if we paying Coop and we paying Dak Prescott until he play better. I'm not putting respect on his name, man. So I call him Young Dak Prescott. As far as that, man, I wonder how this is going to impact the cap. And second question, which Amari Cooper are we getting? Because his first 2 years, he was lit. He was the all-world breaker out here. The last 2 years, in the wise words of Riley Freeman, he's looking kind of unfamiliar, man. He's looking kind of unfamiliar. So I just want your perspective regarding that, man.
Real, recognize real. So as far as the salary cap, man, we're gonna have like $70 million, dog. So don't even worry about that. We'll have $70 or so million. Because I mean we've gotten rid of Dez's money, Tony's money, Jason's money, Dan Bailey's money. We owed Orlando Scandrick a little bit, and we finally got Miles Austin off the books. Just now, like just this year, we got Miles Austin. We just now getting Miles off the books. So
wow, that's crazy because I know we gave him that contract. We gave Miles that contract extension during the uncapped CBA year, I think, of 2010.
Absolutely, it was uncapped. Wow. We gave that boy everything. We just now paying him off. So all that's off the books now. So we should roughly have $60 to $70 or so $million. So don't really fret about the money. I'm more so mad about the draft capital opposed to the actual cap space. But as far as which Amari Cooper, right?
No, I'm saying you're right, man. Because my brother. I'm just getting off work, man. My brother, because he's a Colts fan, he texted me. He was like, bro, y'all got Cooper. I'm like, word? He was like, y'all gave up a first-round pick. I'm like, bro, what, huh?
Yeah,
what?
man.
Whoa, hold on.
It's a little rough. It's a little rough. We're going to have to pay him maybe 15, 16 or so. 17 maybe, but we do have the money to do that. The bright side is if we pay him $17 million this year, Odell got what, 22? Then after that, somebody else gonna get like 27 or something, So 17 is gonna be relatively cheap. But as far as Cooper goes, which Cooper are we getting? I tell you what, man. When Derek Carr was good, Cooper was good. When Derek Carr was trash, Cooper was trash. So hopefully we can get an offensive algorithm going to get that good, so Cooper can be good. You know what I mean? Like it's a big cycle. Like Cooper comes in, gets some attention. Zeke runs better, affects the box. Dak throws better. With Dak throwing better, Cooper will be good. You see what I mean?
You know what? And that's why I'm happy to say I'm subscribed to all of y'all, man. You, Shango, Lawnish, and Mark Holmes. It's another cat to be with Mark, man.
Foster King, man. Foster King, DMV Cowboys, man. E2 Blue, man. Salute to all of them, dog. Salute.
Respect. And I'm going to make sure I'm going to follow them, man. It's just like, man, like, it's like, I don't know, because it's like, with Shaq, man, it's like, I get mad because it's like, bro, like his phone yesterday. Romo called out like 5 times he missed open wide receivers, dog. I'm like, bro. And then, like, all right, I get it. Hello?
Yeah. Sound like your phone went out. Go ahead.
Oh, now I was saying, like, I'm not really a big fan of the run first offense, man, and like I'm 29, man. So I was in kindergarten when the last time we won a championship. It's like, bro, y'all trying to stick with what worked in like 95, 96. I'm like, bro, that was a generation ago. Anything over 20 years is a generation.
I'll
So,
tell you what.
You know what I mean? Like, come on.
I'll tell you what. Dak is 24 years old, something like that. Dak is better than Tony when he was 24. To be fair, we didn't really love Tony till he was like 27, 28. You know what I mean? To be fair, and some people didn't love him till he was 30. So that's just my little take on that. But appreciate it, Trey. Thanks for calling, bro.
All right, no problem.
Yeah. Man, we got a lot of callers, man. We got a whole bunch of them, but I got one person that's about to just straight up skip the line, man. Miss April, how you doing, sweetie?
Hey, Dosky Woski.
What you got for the show, mama?
Oh, Parmesan doesn't even cut it right now. I had to go straight to Mad Dog 2020.
Oh, Lord.
I had to go with some Wild Irish Rose. I'm just going to go on, just sit on my patio and just straight up, just twist top and take it to the head. This is crazy.
Don't
Marge,
fret. Don't
first
fret.
round pick.
I agree. The way I look at it,
round pick.
The way I look at it is like, would you give up Van Der Esch for like a used receiver, or would you give up Byron Jones for a used receiver, or Zach Martin? Would you give up Zach Martin for a used receiver? That's how I look at it. You're giving up a first round pick for a used receiver, so we need Cooper to be good like that.
Exactly right. Exactly. And my thing is, I'm not against getting a receiver, but again, why are you going to get rid of Dez Bryant, throw him up under the bus like he's such a bad locker room person, and then you pretty much get the same, and probably going to have to pay him just as much or even more as far as pay, and you give a first round pick. You talk about being emotional. That's an emotional move.
There you go. I think it was a very Jerry Jones like move. Like, we haven't seen a Jerry Jones move in a long time. We've seen a lot of Stephen Jones moves. We've seen a lot of lately. We're not gonna buy this person in free agency. We're not gonna spend high first round picks for trades. We've been seeing a lot of that. We've been very disciplined, with our money and assets. But this seems like a very Jerry Jones out of the blue type of move. So I feel you on that, Ms. A.
Right. Pounding on the table and saying, hey, fix this. I want this done. I want this changed. And, yeah.
But to be fair, though, Ms. April, but if I own the team, it ain't nothing y'all can tell me neither. What I say go. If it's my team and I want Cooper, damn it, pick up the phone, right? Come on.
Well, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, ma'am. What else?
I understand that, but, it's not going to change anything. It may help a little bit, but we all know that's not the problem. So therefore, it's not going to be the solution. So, I'm Dallas Cowboys for life. I love them. I love them even more since I've joined YouTube and subscribed to you. And like I said, I'm the same as the last caller. I've subscribed to all of y'all. I'm a better fan because of all of you. And I always want to say thank you. I'm enjoying it even with the losses. I'm just feel like I'm a more better informed, just better fan, Dallas Cowboy fan. So I'm feeling enjoying it.
Wow, that means a lot. That's the vision. We just wanna bring information and real content. We don't want to fake nothing just to give views and sell emotions and false narratives. Whatever we show, that's really what we feel, and we giving information. So that's the goal here. Thank you, Ms. April. Thank you so much.
You're very welcome. Thanks to you always. Salute.
Yeah.
Woski.
Salute, baby. Don't drink and drive now.
No, I'm in the house, baby.
There you go. Love Ms. April, man. Got another top tier. Cardinal fan, what's happening, fam? Be nice.
Hey, I was just going to say, man, congratulations. The Cowboys are going to win the Super Bowl this year. That's all.
Talk to him, Neil. I agree.
That one little wide receiver, man. It's a done deal, dude. Congratulations, Bosh. How do you feel?
Hey, Cardinal fan, that's all we needed, man. Straight to the Super Bowl, baby. We was one pick. We don't need draft picks, no way, man. We gonna send a 2 to y'all, and we gonna get Patrick Peterson, and we gonna win this damn thing, man. We gonna have the best damn nickel package in the league. Talk to him, man.
Hey, boss. I just wanted to say I've been listening to the show today, and you've been doing a great job. And for everyone listening, I just wanted to just take a real quick second to say, if you haven't already, there's a couple of things that you can do to support Vacha's channel.
Wow.
If you have some money, that's awesome. Some people aren't in that position. Everybody's in a different spot. But if you can drop a couple of dollars or $100 on the PayPal. There's a little link right there. Also, Patreon is something, if you're not familiar with, where you can support Vach by putting like $1, and every month $1 will come out of your account and support his show. And just so you know, all this money, if you haven't been following him recently, he's done a lot with this channel. It's allowed him to purchase a camera, more content, just high quality videos and things like that. And so we can actually see what he's doing with the money, which is awesome. If you don't got it like that, understandable. You can do very simple things. Number one, go ahead and hit that little subscribe button.
Wow.
And then the little bell next to it, and then for sure, hit the like button. If you're not familiar on the YouTube game, that like button really makes a big impact if somebody's searching for Cowboys or something like that. So I just wanted to put that out there for the people that are listening. Very simple ways to support Vach, and Vach, we think you're doing a great job. If you guys got a chance to support someone in their dreams, do it. It's great karma, and this man is doing it big time, and you can tell by the quality content. But that's all I had for you, Vach. We appreciate you. Hope you have a great rest of your day. I'm going to listen off the line. But, yeah, I'm a little bummed out that the Cardinals the Cowboys got it wrapped up this year for the Super Bowl. But maybe next year the Cardinals will get it. So have a good day, bud.
Oh, no, salute, fam. As he said that, Miss April, as I flip my phone open, Miss April dropped $20 donation as well. So salute to Miss April on that, man. Hey, bro, like I'm just out here trying to spread information. I'm trying to let the people have a voice as well. You know, I don't cut y'all off after 30 seconds. I don't say I'm gonna take calls all day and only talk to 3 people. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm trying to get everybody up in here, man. You know, y'all show love to me. I'm definitely trying to show it back to y'all. We're going to sit down and we're going to talk ball. We're going to gallivant and fellowship as football fans. You know what I mean? Let's talk about it. 901, what's happening? Who this?
Hey, it's your boy, Kyler from the end. What's up, Bob?
What's up, bro? Doski Woski, what you got for the show?
Man, nothing much. I got a few things I want to get off my chest real quick. That's all.
Go ahead. Yeah.
Like this, okay, now, this first thing I want to say, how come with these refs, it's like every time there's like a crucial play on.
Boy, you talking, boy. Boy, you talking. Every time we on 3rd and 1, we get a holding call. You talking, boy. You talk to him, damn it. You talk to him.
It's like every time we go down the field or we need a crucial play or a field goal, a touchdown, these refs always throw these flags, and you never hear these rules. Like, you never hear them before. And it's like they make up these rules like you never heard before, but every time it's like the Cowboy need this or that, they just pull it out of their ass. Excuse my language, but it's like
out their ass,
Like, it's like with that game with the Packers, like in that playoff game when Terrence Williams went off the field or something, and they threw a flag on that.
Bryce Butler. That was the illegal huddle.
Bryce Butler, I mean.
Yeah.
And it's like yesterday with that snap inflation, like I never heard of that before. It's like it's so funny. Like
I tell you what. I played center back in the gap, and that's 100% a real thing because I used to do this shit all the time. But that wasn't no damn snap infraction yesterday, man. Like, dude did not move the ball outside of the boundaries. Now, if he flicking it fast and sudden, if he picking it up all past his foot and shit and rolling it all around, no, you have at least about as far as your wrist can rotate, you have that much range of motion to snap the damn football. This man sneezed. This man sneezed and bent his elbow a centimeter. And they gonna throw the flag on my boy, man. They didn't want us to walk out of FedEx Field winning yesterday. They didn't want that. Hey, Miss Jackie, they didn't want us to win yesterday.
I think it's the fact because
we beat them so many times at the FedEx Stadium. It's like, well, we gotta let them have this win so it can break. And I'm like, that is a veteran. He's been snapping the ball for what?
23 years.
Right?
Yeah, forever. Yeah. That motherfucker 48 years old, man. It's long snapping. He don't do nothing different.
Like, after the game, I wasn't even mad. I was just laughing because it's like, Dak could do. Like, Dak did all he could. I mean, he threw a touchdown and got one for himself. It's like, he's not the problem.
Yeah.
It's like, his execution still, because you see Tyron Smith getting beat off a couple of times, getting Dak sacked. And Carl Williams been playing good, but he had that one crucial play, that flag that messed it up to Cole Beasley, and that took effect. So, you got Dak in a hard place to, try to make a play.
I tell you what, man. Salute to you. And I'm going to go ahead and say this because it's 400 people watching. Every Tuesday, what I do is I grab the all 22 film and like I live stream the offense or whatever. So everything that went wrong, everything that went right, I show it on film and break down what happened to it. I don't skip plays. I don't really leave stuff out like that. I may leave one or two plays out, but I basically show what's been going wrong, right? And I could tell that you really paying attention. Let me just give you credit. Because a lot of people saying Connor Williams is trash. Connor Williams will play damn good. He will play damn good and have one play or two plays where that just gets highlighted because, you got beat, so it gets highlighted. But Connor Williams has been playing good. Looney has been playing good. I'm trying to get Leo Collins up out the paint. You know what I mean? But salute to you, sir, for noticing that.
I salute you. Keep doing your thing, man. I'll keep supporting y'all, man. You know what to do. Go Dak.
Yes, sir. Doski Woski, bro. Appreciate you. Looking at the chat box before I move on to the next caller, Brian Nelson asked a great question. He said, who the hell we going to cut to bring in Cooper? Well, Terrence Williams just got suspended, and we owe him $3 million guaranteed. And I think when you suspend all that shit go out the window, we might be pushing Terrence Williams off a bridge to bring we might be pillow smothering Terrence Williams in his sleep to bring in Amari Cooper. It is what it is. We'll see. Our quarterback was very much courageous, Miss Jackie. Everybody started playing a little bit better when he started showing how ferocious he was, man. When he started, when he started gallivanting. Pardon me, Terrence Williams is on IR, and I don't think you can cut people out there on IR, but okay. So there's the roster spot right there that he's on IR, but you can't serve a suspension while you on IR. So when he gets off IR, I think that's when he serves his 3-game suspension. And I think when he does that, that's when I think we're going to make him kill John Wick's dog and steal his car and let John Wick get Terrence Williams up out the paint. I think that's how that works. But I'll do a little more research and we'll find out soon. 202, what's happening? Who this?
Voch, what's going on, man? It's Rock Stewart from Washington, D.C.
What's good, bro? What you got for the show?
Man, I'm all good, man. I've been listening to your show for a minute, man. And you know what? You actually made me love football again with the way you break down schemes and concepts and stuff, man. So I definitely appreciate that.
Salute, man. Salute. Keep going. What else you got?
Question.
Mm-hmm.
I know you're an O-line guy, and I know, what I'm saying, you got to, acknowledge the game in terms of playing O-line, but I want to ask you a question.
Mm-hmm.
So what kind of blocking scheme were we doing before we switched to Paul Alexander?
We haven't changed. We're still doing the zone concept or whatever. Now, I don't know if Paul Alexander is bringing in new techniques or something. I don't know if he's in our guys' ear or whatever, but the offensive line does look a little different than when Pollock and Callahan was coaching these guys.
Yeah, I wanted to ask that because I wanted your opinion. I was like, do you think getting Paul Alexander and them changing up a little bit of things here and there? Do you think that's why the reason that Tyron Smith has just been like a fucking human instead of a demigod lately?
To be fair, and look, that's a loaded statement you just said, fam. Let me just let that marinate for a minute, cause I actually saw somebody on Twitter say, "Man, boy, Tyron Smith sure looking average out there. Do we cut him?" And I'm like, "Whoa!" And I'm like, "Whoa, you ungrateful bastard!" like Jacksonville's owner, like Shad Khan, he will kick his wife off a bridge for Tyron Smith, dog. Like he just looks like he's a good player now. He's a good player.
Yeah.
He used to be amazing, but he's good now. Like he still beat Preston Smith 58 times. He just lost 6. But Preston Smith ain't no scrub though. Yannick Ngakoue ain't no scrub. Julius Peppers is a veteran. He ain't no scrub. You know what I'm saying? Jadeveon Clowney, absolutely.
Right.
So yeah, he's not he's not a demigod, no, but he's still making work of some of the best ends in the league. So I do need people to chill there. So you absolutely got a point though. Go ahead.
Okay. And another, more of a comment than anything. I mean, I had to get over the PTSD I had, when I heard we gave up a first-round pick for Amari Cooper.
Yeah.
Because, all those receivers that we traded for back in the day, just was hitting me like one time. Roy Williams, Joey Galloway, so, yeah, I had to bring myself down to the point, probably why I'm a little hoarse right now, because I was yelling, throwing my phone at work. But, I had to settle down a little bit, and I had to think, like, let's not pretend that this man wasn't the best receiver coming out of the draft in 2015. Like, I mean, everything that we begged for in a receiver, this man can do. He can run every route on the fucking tree. He was catching just about anything that was coming to him. I mean, the first 2 years, the man was a Pro Bowl receiver.
Yeah.
And now all of a sudden you're telling me, third, fourth year, like you said, when Derek Carr starts to fall off a little bit, he starts to fall off. And when I looked at his numbers today, they were saying that the tight end for the Raiders is getting more targets and more looks than he is getting.
Wow.
So I'm like, that's not all on a receiver. You got to look at the scheme. You got to look at how suspect Derek Carr has been looking. I mean, because at one point we were talking about he was the next big thing at the quarterback position. So it's definitely something to digest a little bit there. Looking at the quarterback position up there, and also looking at change the scheme and stuff as well.
Yeah. So just in case for anybody just now tuning in or like they tune in to my show and they never seen my show, is I'm film guy and I put the film on the screen and talk about it, and I think I'm pretty okay at it. I'm definitely gonna drop a few Amari Cooper film sessions because the topic is hot in the streets and we need answers. So I'm absolutely gonna put a little content and information out there just so we have a better idea of Amari Cooper. So stay tuned for that.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
Appreciate it, bro.
Thank you.
Shoo-be-doo-doo, shoo-doo. Shoo-be-doo. 3 callers, hang tight. Let me see what's let me see what the chat box talking about, because I be ignoring the hell out of the chat box, but these callers be calling. So let me see what the chat box talking about. Cooper will help y'all's team out, no doubt. That's from Jeffrey Abbey. That's what Adapa Ja Anu looks like on paper. Salute to you, sir. Okay, that's what that looks like. He says, I love y'all, all 22. Salute. Vash, how is Dallas going to afford Zeke, Dak, Lawrence, and now Coop? I don't think 2 of those guys gonna be on the team in 3 years, but I don't know. Who see? We out here trading first round picks for Amari Cooper. Who knows who the hell gonna be on the team next year or in the next 3 years or so. Vash, what does it mean for Tyron Smith to have a rookie beside him? That's fair. But that's more so indicative of what happens on like gap exchanges, like communication with the young guy or like combo blocks. A lot of people talking about one-on-one situations where Tyron Smith getting beat out here. So, but I do think Connor Williams has done a pretty good job of picking up stunts and gap exchanges. So, I would not want Tony Romo as offense coordinator. Tony's a gunslinger. Tony would call plays like he played. Come on, fam. I like him as a commentator though. That's dope. That's dope. Let's see what else. Y'all need to chill about Dak. He's been playing well the last couple weeks. He's been playing cool. Like, we could win with him. We could win with Dak Prescott. See, a lot of people think I hate Dak because I want Tua Tagovailoa. That sounds like me saying, "Hey, I love Amari Cooper. I love Michael Gallup, but don't add Julio Jones to my team because I love Michael Gallup. I love Dak, but I think you can upgrade with Tua Tagovailoa. I definitely think we can win with Dak. I do think we can win with Dak, but have you seen that kid in Kansas City beat the shit out of Cincinnati yesterday? Come on now, 614. Who this?
Yo, what up, Rock?
What's that? And what you got for the show?
Man, I just had two statements I wanted to make. I wanted to first kind of disagree with Law. He said that getting Amari Cooper make it to where, that 8-man front had disappeared, but I don't agree with that.
Okay, tell me
I
why.
think until these teams respect Dak, Zeke in jail, man. Zeke gonna stay in jail. Dak gonna have to get out there and prove that he can throw people open. He's gonna have to get out there and prove that he can win us a game. That defense gonna have to respect him.
So I think what this is kind of going to come down to is the type of player that Amari Cooper is, and this is me giving everybody a little bit of optimism about who he is. He is a super nuanced route runner. He's one of the better ones in the league. And if you think about how teams play the Cowboys, they play a lot of cover 0, cover 1 because they got everybody else in the box playing around or whatever. So that means Amari Cooper's going to be getting one-on-one coverage or whatever. And if you put one-on-one coverage versus a very nuanced route runner, then it looks favorable to the nuanced route runner. I mean, try to keep up with Amari Cooper. I mean, I remember watching film on the dude going, damn, I'd never seen nobody set a route up like that or set up a slant like this, or I'd never seen a damn sluggo running this sharp. You know what I mean? Like, that's Amari Cooper when he was coming out. Something happened in Oakland. I mean, I don't watch all the Oakland games, sure, but like I said, when Derek Carr was good, Cooper was good. When Derek Carr was trash, Cooper's trash. So maybe if we get Cooper in the right situations, and we will get Cooper in the right situation because they're going to stack the box on Zeke, so Cooper's going to get one-on-one coverage. We just got to feed Cooper until people's scared of him.
Yeah, I mean, my thing was just more so opening up for Zeke. And the other thing I wanted to say is that the Dallas brass must really believe in Noah Brown because I be seeing him on the sideline looking like he ain't got a worry in the world. Like his livelihood ain't at stake at all. So I want to see what he's going to be able to do when he gets healthy. I'm not sure what the extent of his injury is, but
Noah's just kind of getting free money out here. I totally agree. Just over on the sideline chilling. But I don't think he's at the point to where he's fighting for his job. Next year may be that point where he's doing that. So we'll just cross that road whenever we get there. Thanks for the call, bro.
All right, boss.
Yeah. Shooby-doo-doo. Facts. I won't say everybody, but most people wanted us to go get a receiver number 1. But like Vice said, there isn't a receiver 1 in last year's draft at all. Nah, wasn't none of them. People talking about Calvin Ridley. He ain't even a wide receiver 1. Calvin Ridley is the best complimentary receiver coming out of that draft. Vice, I haven't given up like everyone else on Connor Williams, but what is something that he needs to work on? Connor Williams is fine. If Connor Williams work on anything else, he'll be Zach Martin. Every game Connor Williams does just fine until 3 plays. Like he'll probably have 3 bad plays. If he fixed those 3 bad plays, Connor will have a perfect game. And that'll be Zach Martin. Even Zach don't have perfect games, but I mean, we all know, man. Connor got to get stronger, man. Connor got, he got to get a little stronger. He's gonna have to get a little bigger, but we'll cross that road whenever we get there. a little text from Law Nation. He said news out there that we had to outbid the Eagles for Amari Cooper. The Eagles sent the second round pick for Amari Cooper, and Dallas sent the first. That was a clever counter move. Hey man, Eagles got us flat out the paint there. Hey, we won the bid, but Vach, I'm a Redskins fan. You're the only Cowboys fan I respect. Well, salute to you, sir. Thank you very much. I try to keep it objective around here. Bruce Johanna said, move Connor to right tackle. Possibly. Possibly. 901, what's happening? Turn your house down, 901. What's that? All right, we're going to hang up on 901. He wasn't ready. 225, what's good?
Yeah, Vox.
What's up, bro? What you got for the show?
And I was just letting you know that Deontay Thompson, we cut him before 8 games. We'll pick up the 4-rounder.
Yeah.
So we cut him before 8 games. And I just want to see what you were thinking about Amari giving us those 2 or 3 plays that we now have right now. Because if we had 2 or 3 plays in the Texan game and the Washington game, I think we'd be 4-2 right now.
On your first topic, just so I can let everybody know, so they can be clear. Part of the ramifications for Deontay Thompson is that if he played less than 8 games, then the conventional round pick turns into a 4th. So if you want to get Deontay Thompson up out the paint and maximize that equity or whatever, and get the 4th round pick, then you would have to get him out the paint prior to week 8. That's soon. And as far as your second comment, now we was actually talking about that with the previous caller. How many more points does Amari Cooper give you? You know what I mean? And I think this is a better micro way to look at it. How many more plays do we make? How many more completions does that get? You know, this team lives off first downs. How many more first downs do we convert with an Amari Cooper slant? With Amari Cooper running up the seams, with Amari Cooper in the red zone? I think Amari Cooper generates a lot of production on offense. Not a whole gang of it, like not a godly Antonio Brown level of it, but I do think it'll bump us just a tick to make him productive, to get that going in the passing game, to clear up the box for Zeke to become prolific again. So I feel you on that. Great points, fam.
Yeah, thanks, man. I've been watching the show for a little while. Just wanted to give you props on, man. Great show. I love watching.
Hey, man, appreciate you, bro. Salute. Look out for that film later.
All right, thanks.
Yeah. All right, the phone lines are empty. I think this would be a good time to cut it off, man. I think we've said everything we've had to say today. Boom. I think we've said everything that we could have said today. You know what I mean? We've heard different points and opinions. We've seen people pissed off. We've seen people happy as hell. I love to have them, but damn, the first round pick, you know, like we've heard a lot of opinions today, but at the end of the day, the only thing that matters is he is a Cowboy now. He is 100% a Cowboy now, and the only thing that matters is what he does moving forward. You know what I mean? In typical Law Nation fashion, I'm about to open up 105.3 The Fan and see what they talking about. Let's open up 105.3 The Fan and see what they talking about. Let me steal Law Nation's idea and open up 105.3 The Fan and see what they talking about. 105.3 The Fan. Let me steal a radio show. Let's see what they talking about. Salute to everybody that donated in the super chat today. Salute to everybody that supports Vach Lombardi. Salute to everybody that's that believes in this information movement. I always talk about ESPN. They have this propensity to put the E before the S. I think the S should 100% come before the E. And y'all can Google that acronym if you're a little lost there. But we come there for sports commentary. I don't want to go on ESPN. I don't want to hear them talk about what Cam Newton is wearing prior to the game. I don't want to hear them talk about Zeke's hair or anything like that. I want to hear football content, and I want to hear it now. You know what I mean? We're loading up the 105.3 The Fan radio stream. Just kind of hear what they talking about, man. If they talking about something good, we'll keep listening. If they talk some trash, we'll get them up out the paint. we'll get them smooth up out the paint if they talking some trash here. Let's see what they talking about. And I'll be in the inbox, in the chat box, gallivanting with the people. Let's see what's going on. Let's turn this volume up here. And let's see.
Mavericks on Saturday night shot the most threes that they had.
They talking about the Mavericks and damn Amari Cooper just got traded to the We just got Amari Cooper from damn Oakland. They want to talk about the damn Mavericks. I guess the big news is going to drop. The big reactions are going to drop tomorrow. That's when Cowboys.com is going to get in there. The morning show, even the noon show. I mean, this trade happened around like 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock. So let's hey man, let's gallivant the chat box for a little bit, then we can wrap this thing up. Good night, Miss Jack. You know we love you out here. Let's see. This isn't Roy Williams. We gave up 4 picks for him. We sure did. Where did Romo get us? I'll wait. That's funny, boy. Y'all better leave Miss Jackie alone. Tyrone Church says that Cooper's worth 7 more catches. Okay. How much would Jerry Cook cost from the Raiders? Hey, man, I ain't just trying to give the Raiders all my damn equity. I ain't trying to get them all my draft picks. Hey, man, also, too, if y'all got a PS4 and y'all playing Call of Duty Blackout, Vach_Lombardi is my PSN name. Add me on PSN, Vach_Lombardi, and we can play Blackout.
Assessments about, okay, he's turning the corner and he's on the down stretch. He's losing it a little bit. They didn't use him well, and he was a little disengaged. He did not have 1 3-block game last year for the Clippers.
Who the hell talking about basketball? What the fuck they doing? They doing? The hell they doing out here, man? We couldn't get Carl Joseph and Jared Cook. Hey, look, to be fair, if we can get Amari Cooper and Jared Cook, like, for a first-round pick, I'll still be pissed off, but I feel a little better if we could package guys together for a first-round pick. You know. It is what it is. Why do we get rid of Dez? Yeah, locker room stuff. Almost 30. Paid a lot of money. Vach, you've been watching The Shop with LBJ with LeBron James. Drake is hella suspect. I saw. Let me hit this button one more time after I'm wrapping up the show.
Excited about all the offense or nervous about all the lack of defense?
No, because you just got to give it context, you got to look at all the other scores. Everybody is scoring.
Okay, so, hey, man, look, would y'all please give this video a like, please? We wrapping the show up. Give this video a like, man, because likes mean so much to the success of the channel. I mean, if I get a certain number of likes, then I'll end up in the suggested section. If I get a couple extra more 100 or so likes, then I'll be on the front page recommended section. So I could end up in the trending section. Likes are very, very important to what we're trying to do. So everybody, please, it's 326 of y'all approximately watching right now. Please just hit that like button and show a little love in that way. I'm gonna drop an Amari Cooper film session. If not tonight, 100% tomorrow, man. We're definitely gonna get that out there for the people so we can gallivant and spread information out there. And follow me on Twitter, VOCHLOMBARDI. And tomorrow I will be doing like a live stream of the Cowboys offense, the all 22 live stream of the Cowboys offense. So, conclusion on the trade, Grims. Grims number 2 says, conclusion, hey man, I hate to give up a first round pick. Maybe Oakland got us in that fashion, but at least we got a air quote wide receiver number 1 now. So we'll see. We'll have to see how all this plays out. We'll see about production. We'll see how well he works with Dak. Hold on, because Okoye sent me an inbox. Let me see what you're talking about. Let's see what Okoye talking about. Hold up, y'all. Okoye Media just sent the video. Hey man, don't be sending me nothing that's gonna get my damn stream taken down. Okoye. And let me call Okoye on the phone, see what he talking about. Hang tight, y'all. Hang tight, y'all. We'll see. I said reading Grimes. I said we'll see. Let me call Okoye and see what he talking about. Put Okoye on speaker, see what he talking about. Put Okoye on the phone, see what Okoye talking about. See what Okoye talking about. See what Okoye talking about.
Your call has been forwarded.
I know you by your phone, man. You just sent me an inbox, Playboy. I know you by your phone, man. You say you're gonna call me in 10. I ain't gonna be on the show in 10. Let me call Fuss the King. Let me see what Fuss talking about. Let's see what Fuss talking about. Bring Fuss on the show. See what Fuss talking about. Let me call Fuss. Yo, Fuss, you busy, man?
Yeah, you about to do a show?
Man, I've been doing the show for an hour, 27 minutes, man. I need your reaction. You live on it right now. Talk to the people, man. What you think, man?
All right, so to me, Vox, I love it. I don't know if you've seen my tweet. I love it.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you why. Who's on? Is it just me and you, or who's all on?
It's just me and you right now. I called Law earlier, but you know he's a businessman with his damn bow tie, so he had to go or whatever. But it's just me and you right now.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I got my buddy Lou. He's a he's a diehard Cowboys fan as well. Very knowledgeable fan.
What up, Lou?
So Lou, right now, we live on Boston Barty's Lou. Very solid. So we was actually just talking about this, Otto.
Mm-hmm.
And to me, I love it. Here's why. You have a guy who can run, and not only can he run, but he wins with separation.
Yes, sir.
I know you didn't already went to work on it. My man Lou just watched a bunch of film on him. So Cowboys fans are doing this thing, and see, I learned my lesson from Leighton. It was like, because Bobby Carpenter held us hostage, now we got to say that Leighton is a bad pick.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm not going to make that mistake again. Leighton has been a great pick, and he was evaluated correctly, and he's panned out early. Number two, and this has been the case that I've seen a lot of people make, but if you're picking in the back half of the draft, 15, we're gonna be 8-8, 9-7, and 9-7 can win you this division, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if you're picking on the back side of the draft, you know we're draft guys, Fox. So how many first round picks are you gonna have? How many first round grades, are you gonna have in your draft? Not many, right?
Right. Probably none this year. Probably like one, maybe.
First round grades for team needs too at the same time, not just first round grades. Like first round grades for team needs. Nikhil Harry is the only first round receiver that I see in this draft. I know the kid from Miami's okay. There's a couple other players.
I mean, the kid from Arizona State, kid from Ole Miss is pretty good.
Nikhil Harry.
Yeah, but that's about it though. That's about it. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
This is defensive D tackle D end draft where I think you may kind of be good at that position. You're gonna sign Lawrence. So you're gonna sign Lawrence. You're gonna let go of Irvin. You're gonna probably draft the D tackle in the second round. But as far as with Swain, and now that you got Cooper, you good. Third round, you could do whatever you want. Yeah, so to me, I think everybody needs to pump their brakes. It's crazy, Bob, because I was going to text you, and I was going to do a video later. I know you're going to hit film. I'm not even going to do film. I'm just giving my thoughts. Like, I'm glad that you called me because everybody's kind of rushing to judgment. But the fact is, the Allen Hurns thing, and I warn people of this, Allen Hurns racked up a lot of yards on a bad team when they were down in games. Allen Hurns isn't a great – he's okay. You know what I mean? He doesn't have an elite trait. He just doesn't. Deontay Thompson, he's a journeyman for a reason. He's a body catcher. He's okay. He has decent speed, but he's not a guy who – I mean, he's just okay. He's average. Like, he's just out there. Amari Cooper now provides a real threat. He doesn't even really have to true what? We just got to soften up a box.
I'll say this though, Foots.
From one blitzing, man.
I'll say this, Foots, and this kind of my stance on it because I kind of been riding the fence because I'm doing the show. But the way I see it, you use first round picks to establish identity and to build some kind of foundation for what you're trying to do, right? So the big problem we have in this year is that teams are going to sell out on the run, and there's nothing else that we can do about it, right? So what Cooper does is Cooper is a nuanced route runner. You know what I mean? So if they're going to load the box, then Cooper's going to get one-on-one coverage. So if we can establish that we can beat one-on-one coverage with Cooper, that's going to make them play different defense. If they play different defense, we can run the ball. If we can run the ball, Dak will be good. If Dak will be good, Cooper will be good. My big question mark about Cooper, and I kind of checked myself when I thought about it, is Cooper's been good and Cooper's been bad. Well, Derek Carr's been good and Derek Carr's been bad. You know what I'm saying? So if we can get as long as Dak is productive, then Coop should be good. Like, this may be the one piece we need. This is a very Jerry Jones move to me. Just, dropping the whole first round pick. I think he stood on the table and said, look here, damn it, this is my team, and I want Amari Cooper. I think he pulled that move. But if he's on the team, I got to look at what he can do to help us. And I think he can pull guys out the box.
Made the call, though.
Steven probably made the call. Look. He probably made the call. But when they said first round pick, he said nah. But Jerry said, give me the phone. And I think that's kind of how it happened. Yeah.
So to me, you know what, Voch, and I'm glad that you brought that up. So I just got some info from my buddy who covers the Raiders, right?
Mm-hmm.
Really good follow. My man Malik Obi-Wan on Twitter, really good follow. And so for everybody out there listening, what you guys got to realize is it's not bad in Oakland. It's a firestorm in Oakland.
Yeah.
The team is out of control. The fans are out of control. Derek Carr has absolutely no confidence. And the offensive line is hurt and bad. So while I'm mad at Connor Williams, the Cowboys had time yesterday somewhat. Like, you can salvage this year. Now, I think that Connor Williams right now has been bad. He struggled with power. Bosh, you can speak to that more. But you get a guy like Amari Cooper who can turn a 5-yard in-breaking route or whatever route you want to go and just give you an extra yard. You know, right? To where teams just can't play bump and run. Like me and my buddy went to the game yesterday and single high the whole game.
Single high the whole game, bro. It was ridiculous.
Anything deep.
They don't respect anything deep, and they know that they blitz in to run heavy plays. So even if you play action, you're not gonna have enough time to get it off.
There you go. And so with Carr, his confidence is completely shot. As bad as Dak has been at times, I still see confidence. And the team, Bosh, whether we like it, whether fans like it, to me, the team they're telling you right now, it's one more year with Dak. They're not ready, and they're not going to jump to the conclusion. I wanted to pack his picks and go get Herbert, but you're not going to do that. So,
but they said Herbert's not coming out this year, but that's why Dallas is making his move too.
Foots, I swear to God, and look, you can hop in my chat box right now. I've been screaming Tua Tagovailoa 2020 all year, fam. That's what I've been saying. I've been saying get Dak one more year and give me Tua, dog. Yeah.
Yeah, so and there you go, Vosh. But for right now, I think Jerry's saying, look, Jerry don't know how long he's going to be alive.
Damn.
I mean, Jerry is old. And I know that's deep. And I apologize if I hurt any Cowboys feeling. But Jerry, listen, Jerry is old. He wants to ring, and the way you have some matches, this will be my man Lou talk about all the time. He's one of the Cowboys fans like you, Vosh, like Law, like our little circle on YouTube that I really trust. See, I can't talk to everybody because they get into this stand mode and they're not thinking objectively. Yeah. Jerry Jones is looking at a defense. You gave up 13 points yesterday on offense. You got to win that game. If you can hold any team in this league to 13 points, one on a screen, on a busted coverage, everything else, the Skins couldn't move the ball past the 30-yard line.
And so, just to stay in that same stance, you got the number 2 scoring defense and you 3 and 4.
Yeah. So it's clearly we're not capitalizing offensively.
Yo, Foots, Yo, Fuss. I actually pulled it up earlier. If the Cowboys score 24 points a game, we'll be 6-0-1.
That's crazy, Bob.
That's
24
wild.
points.
That's wild.
That's not even you. That's not even you. That's not even us asking the boys or this team to score 30 a game to go out and have shootouts.
Mm-hmm.
That's 2 touchdowns and 2 field goals, and you went. Come on.
Yeah.
Come on. So to me, I know our first reaction, Roy Williams. Well, if that's the case, then Leighton Vander Esch shouldn't be on the team because we're gonna call him Bobby Carpenter. Well, you know what? He's not. Yeah. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So it's lazy as a fan. As a fan, don't be like these other fan bases. Go do some homework. Figure out what was the issue. Everybody's saying Amari Cooper doesn't like football. Would you like football if you were in Oakland?
Hell no.
Nah, my man.
Hell no.
My man, seeing on Fahey, he said yesterday that on 22 catchable passes, Amari Cooper got 22 receptions. So, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I mean, come on. Yeah, I mean, all these reports and this, that, and the third. Let's see how it pans out, Vox. Let's see how it pans out.
I was saying this that Beasley, Hearns, and Gallup doesn't really sound good, but Cooper, Gallup, and Beasley sounds much, much better of a wide receiver core. So just adding Cooper and putting guys in their places or whatever, like, then I think that's, that's at least 10 more slots in the top 32 ranked, wide receiver cores at least,
I just told my buddy, so I was just on the phone with him, but it's crazy that you called me because I was telling him, so to me, Hearns is off the field. You spoke out against Dak. Okay, cool, whatever. So now you're off the field. I've seen enough from Gallup that Gallup is now my possession guy. He had the drop. He had the fumble. But I've seen enough from Gallup that can tell me, okay, Gallup can beat team's second corner, I believe. Now, you put Cooper on your first corner, and I still believe that Cooper can give you enough. I mean, look at the Eagles secondary. I just saw a film of Amari Cooper eating Jalen Mills' lunch, all right? So don't tell me that Amari Cooper can't run routes. He turned him around. And this is with the 5-yard, 10-yard clips,
Yeah.
So, you know what I mean? Don't tell me that, Amari Cooper's Roy Williams. Roy Williams couldn't tie Amari Cooper's shoes. Amari Cooper went to the Pro Bowl his first 2 years in Oakland. So he's 24 years old. He's younger than everybody on this phone. So to me, they did their research and they're saying, you know what, I'm gonna take my chances with Amari Cooper, figure out the rest of the year, see if we can get some confidence going. At least if we can throw the ball down the field and figure something out.
True. Cowboys fans kind of get irrational sometimes, but I mean, you always hear fans saying, boy, I'll push my girlfriend off a bridge for Doug Peterson. Boy, I would love to have the Eagles squad. They got the same record we got. You know what I mean? And as far as the race in the East or whatever, I think we can catch Washington and beat out Philly before this thing is over with. So we're on a bye week coming up, so that gives Cooper another little week to kind of get acclimated or whatever. We'll see what happens, man.
What I told Foots earlier is the 2 offenses that Cooper played in was based out of Linehan's offense. So him coming in shouldn't really be an issue. The thing about it is he should be fully healthy too. He had a bye last week with Oakland. He get a bye with us this week. So he should come in fresh and ready to go.
Good call. Yeah.
If like Foots told me last night, that's probably what Steven and Jerry looked at last night. They looked at Washington's schedule and said they're going to lose to the Giants. They're going to lose to Atlanta. And when we play them on Thanksgiving, we could really just knock them out. But I just don't like being in that situation on Thanksgiving Day where we control our own destiny after that game.
Yeah.
The following week, you play New Orleans. You play some bad secondaries at the end of the year. You got to expose them.
That's fair. I tell you what, man. I would much rather give up a first-round pick in 2019 than to give one up in 2020. But, hey.
Back to your 2020, though, like what you said about with Tua, think about it this. When Tua comes in, you trade your first and your second, then you're going to have a whole roster with Jalen, Vander, Cheeto.
Yeah, you good. You good to go.
Lou,
yeah.
X Woods. You're going to have Cooper, Zeke. and Gallup. You know what I'm saying? So when Tua comes in, he got everything. Yeah, like that's why I said, like, you basically bringing another rookie quarterback so your team stays paid. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody around your quarterback stays paid. Like, you got to bring Tua in, and then he got 4 years on that same kind of deal, like $5-6 million. That's cool, but I'm not paying no one $15 million because it's like someone said, "Son, look at Derek Carr's contract, man. He never threw for 4,000." Yeah. Yeah, Derek Carr has been a disaster at Oakland. And when I was looking at Cooper's highlights, it's like 5-yard routes, and then he just turned it upfield and housed it. So yeah, I think the design in Oakland has been terrible because the O-line has been bad, Fox. And so we just got to figure out what's the deal. Everybody's gonna rush to a conclusion. I didn't like the Hearn sign. I tried to like it, but then I went and did the research, and they were throwing numbers that he was a 1,000-yard guy and this, that, and the third. But I never saw it on tape. And then when I went to watch the film, I see him against bad or teams that are playing off because they're up in games. That Jacksonville team was bad that he was on. So I think he probably was never on the scouting report anyway. So that's great that Hearns had a 1,000-yard year, but he's just a guy. I mean, it is what it is. Dak doesn't need a guy. He needs somebody who can separate. And I think what happened yesterday was we saw it again. Teams are just playing man long enough to say, you know what, we'll play man, and then Dak won't find anybody because nobody will screen him open, and then Dak will have to check it down or whatever. So I think what's going to happen now is at least they're going to say, hey, you got to watch this Cooper. He can eat up a cushion. Josh Norman guarding Amari Cooper, he can't do it. But he's a front-running cover 2 corner who likes to play man and jaw and all of that, but he can't run. We don't have anybody on this team who can run. Go watch Amari Cooper at Alabama. One thing he can do, I don't care what they say about drop.
He can run routes.
He can run.
He can separate.
He can run. That's what I'm saying. But he's fast. Like, we don't have anybody fast. We don't have a fast, but Tavon.
Zeke's the fastest player on your team. Like,
and there you go, Lou. He's 225 and he's in your backfield. So and he's playing against 9 people. It's 7 versus 9. But
he's starting to frustrate Zeke too.
Yeah, yeah. So this is definitely like this. Actually might have been this actually might have been a move to say, Zeke, we got you. If you really think about it.
True.
Because Zeke is getting frustrated.
True. That'll be dope, and hopefully, like we can see that, see that impact immediately. Like as soon as Cooper touched the field, okay, maybe we need to bracket a little bit. Maybe we need to take one out the box.
There you go, Bob.
Somebody called my show earlier, and they said Deontay Thompson, if he plays less than 8 games for us, then that pick turns into a 4th. So they may get Deontay Thompson about to paint real soon. Who knows? We'll see.
Oh, he's gone.
He's gone then. He's gone.
I watched him so much. We're at the game. He runs a great comeback. He lets the ball get into his body. He lets the corner run through his body. You out of there, man.
Yeah.
You out.
Yeah.
You out, Bob. I'm done with that. Like, I've been hard on Dak enough. You got to go. All of these guys who aren't helping Dak out, because he's not there, and in his growth, he's just not there to have guys body catch. He's not Aaron Rodgers to where he can make, Geronimo Allen good. So it's just, and that's not. I mean,
it's not Dak's fault, and you got to just go back and realize what Dak was drafting. He's a 4th-round pick, and that's what he is. Like,
yeah,
he's not a 7th-round pick. He's not a 1st-round pick. He's a 4th-round pick.
There you go, and he's overachieved. He's overachieved. Look at all these 1st-round picks who stink. So.
I still think Dak is better than Mariota, who went number 2 overall.
Damn.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go, Vox.
We'll see.
So to me,
like when we was talking, I was talking earlier though. Like, look at all these bad quarterbacks, man. Like Derek Carr, like Matthew Stafford. Like, no matter how many yards he throws for, he's like 12 and 40 against teams over 500. Like Dak at least is gonna play till the whistle's over. You know what I mean? Like, until like the score say 0-0. Like, I'm with him on all that. But if he gets Cooper and things don't open up, it's gonna be a fault on
Jason and all them. They're going to, because if I bring in a new coach next year with Gallup and all this, they might be able to do something. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I think Jerry and Steven are trying to pump up their situation and look more attractable to a new coach. You know what I mean? Like, no new coach is coming in like, I don't got no number one receiver. I barely got a quarterback. I got a great running back, decent O-line, tight end, hey, defense out. All right, cool. But I'm a head coach. You know what I mean? So they might be trying to pump up some juice for this new head coach that's coming in, because I heard on Black Sports Online earlier that they said Jerry's really considering firing Jason if we don't make the playoffs, and they probably just give him. I think that was before the season, Luke. If Jerry didn't make the playoffs this year, it was kind of, that's what it is, and he knows that, and that may be him saying, maybe this is a Jason move. Save me. You see what we have? Save me. You know, with some talent. Yeah, like y'all didn't tell me y'all was gonna put me on my offense. But my thing is, like, I just hope. I think Amari's going to do well, especially against the secondaries. Like, you know what I'm saying? Think about it. He'll get matched up against Eli Apple and Norman and Storman and Dunbar and Mills, and they all fooled to Cooper. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, they're dog food. No matter who your quarterback is, like, and like I said, like, when you also doing that, they might start playing zone, because Gallup can also get, like, Gallup beat some pretty good corners. Like, he beat Bouye. I forgot who he clipped against San Fran, but he's beat some, like, decent corners. Like, I know Storm is not good, but I like Gallup a lot.
Hey, yo, Foots, Law texted me a little bit ago. He said it came down to a bidding war between us and Philly. And Philly put up a second-round pick, and that's why we put up the first, because we really wanted Cooper.
There you go. So, because my thing is, why is Philly giving up a second round with no cap space, you know what I'm saying, for the same amount of time? Like, because Philly got no cap space. Because you got to understand, Howie Roseman, Lou, the one thing I respect about Roseman, he's trying to play for the now. He's not one, like, so I love the draft, but I think what happens is teams are getting too draft happy and too draft centric, to where it's like, oh, let's suck for now, suck for Sam, let's do all this stuff. I think your team never ends up good. You've seen teams with your team some shit when Sam gets there.
But Foots, we done just built a cold ass defense going draft heavy though, dog. Come on now.
No, we did. We did do the cold defense draft heavy, but look now you got to score. Like, that's the one thing I hate about Jason Garrett's teams. Like, both sides of the ball can never been on the same page. Yeah. You've never just had a top 5 defense and offense at the same time. You never had a top 10 defense and offense at the same time. One was really a top 10 defense because they was on the field getting tested, not because they was only playing 17 minutes a game. You know what I mean? Due to our play style. But Vach, here's my thing, and this is what I'm gonna do a video, and I'm gonna go back and watch this, and I'll read the comments and everything. But here's my thing, Vach. For every fan who wants to say Roy Williams, it's lazy. It's lazy. Roy Williams was a galloper. Roy Williams probably ran a 4.6 when we traded it for. Dude, if you watch Amari Cooper, and like I said, I just watched film of him this year, he can still eat up a zone, man. You talking about a bump and run? You talking about if you off in coverage, he can eat up coverage. That's one thing he can do. I don't know about the drops and all like that and what scheme he was in. I know he can run. We have nobody on this team. That's my calling card. And that's what I constantly said, like, I think everybody's kind of jumping to the first conclusion is, oh, Jerry Jones an idiot. He doesn't know what he's doing. No. Go do the homework and game pass some Oakland tape, watch the All-22, and watch him run, and he jumps off film still. He did at Alabama.
I tell you what, man, I'm actually going to be doing an actual film session later on, so everybody look out for that. But, Foots, I say this, man. When Derek Carr was good, Coop was good. When Derek Carr was trash, Coop was trash. I'm about to wrap this show up, bro. Plug your stuff so I can get you out of here, dog.
Hey, man. Y'all hit me up on Cowboys Nation TV, YouTube, Foots the King on Twitter, man. Appreciate you, Vato.
Yes, sir. Salute. We'll talk later. Hey, man, let me on your show sometime, man, if you don't mind.
Hey, sir. We got to get it in order, man, as soon as we got to get some time, man. Like, sometime we can both sit down.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, let's get you on a podcast. I'm gonna see when Joe wants to shoot. I'm pretty sure Joe's gonna do something tonight on Cooper, and then we can kind of round table.
Let's run it. I'm free. Just let me know.
All right, man. Hey, I want to give a shout out to my boy Lou. Appreciate you, Lou. Hey, Lou knows his stuff.
Salute to Lou.
He wanted me to training camp too.
Okay.
He wanted me to training camp too, Bob. Good people.
Okay, great talking to you, Lou. You had valid points. I salute you, sir.
All right, bro. I think he might have got disconnected.
Yeah.
Thank you, bro.
All right, Doc. Yeah. That was Foster King, another member of my Cowboy YouTube fam. Let me see what.
Thanks for the calls. We appreciate it. Thanks to all Tolos. Turn on, leave on listeners for rolling with us. By the way, Faniversary this Saturday, right?
Oh, wow.
Isn't it this Saturday?
I'm going to be there.
It's this Saturday.
Starts
We'd love
at
to
1,
meet,
don't
yeah,
it? Noon.
We'd love to meet you.
How did
Starts
you
at
not
noon.
know that?
At Texas Live.
I'll be there at 1.
We'd love to hang out with you guys at Faniversary. All right, here's what we got. Coming up next, let's go around the NFL. Let's take a look at all the games from this weekend. We'll go game by game and start to break it down. But before we break down the games from the weekend, I want to give you a chance to win $1,000. The word for this hour is...
I don't want to hear about the games this weekend. Talk to us about Amari Cooper. Anyway, I'm about to wrap this show up, y'all. I know I said I was going to do film tonight. It'll probably drop tomorrow morning or sometime after that. But, hey, man, give this a like. If you want to support immediate projects, hit the PayPal. If you want to support long-term, the Patreon is there. Everything is on the screen. It's also in the description box. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. Dope show, man. We went an hour, almost 2 hours. That's dope. Just to give a little perspective on what I can do with 2 hours. But, hey, with that being said, man, y'all hold it down for the Doski Woski. The Peasky Weesky is very much implied. Vach_Lombardi, PSN. Vach Lombardi, Twitter. Facebook and all that. Vach's Voice Podcast on all your podcast streaming platforms, including Spotify. Peace, y'all. Salute. If this thing let me, if it let me stop streaming, here you go. Cool.